please find my nightmares waiting for you. Oh, how are you feeling about these two?
Very cool.
They're fine. I think they're cool too. Matt can't handle it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely terrified. Not the way we should start the interview, but welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this last minute.
Of course, yeah.
We're very, very happy to have you on our lovely sofa. How's your weekend been?
It's been very, it's been actually really fun, but like, you know, there was a little bit of jet lag, but I was in the first day, so I was very happy to be here,
Yeah, because you came in from America, right?
Yep, so like a 9-hour flight, so jet lag, yeah, it's alright.
It happens. Where are you from originally?
So I was born in Vermont, but I lived for like 7 years in France, where my mom grew up. My dad's American, he grew up in Vermont, so we traveled a lot, yeah.
I'm telling you this now because we're terrible with language, we only speak English. These guys, absolutely incredible, about a minimum of 3 languages each, but if you say something to them in French, they have not had that this weekend yet, so if you just say something nice to them, they love it.
Bonjour tout le monde.
See, this is the thing. Now you can say things about us, and we won't know. You can say really rude things, and we'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, my instincts are still go, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. But yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad. Have you been to Belgium before this?
I have. I have friends here, so I've been here like once before. So yeah, it's very pretty here.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, have you tried all the delicacies?
I have tried the fries, I've tried the waffles, yeah.
A little bit of beer?
No, not yet, not yet.
Ah, we nearly ruined his career, guys. No, I'm kidding. No, good. You've had all the delicacies.
Yeah.
Have you getting used to the amount of Stranger Things fans that keep going up to you?
What?
Are you getting used to the amount of hardcore Stranger Things fans?
Yeah, I know, it's wild, yeah.
It's still quite new to you, I guess, then?
Yeah, it is. I met my first fan base in January at a Stranger Things convention in France, near Paris, and since then it's been wild, yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Biggest show on the planet.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you're getting into that role as well. What's it like?
It's honestly quite surreal. I couldn't believe it when I got the job. The only annoying thing is I had to keep my mouth shut for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. So the first year we went and shot a couple of scenes, but then COVID happened. So we took a break, and then when we came back, we all grew like a foot, so we changed all of our costumes, our hats and everything. And then we did another year of shooting, so in total it was 3 years. I started when I was 12 and now I'm 16.
Yeah, that's quite the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You don't have to having to act like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, what was that like? Yeah. So, had you watched Stranger Things before you got the role?
I watched the first season.
Yep.
And then I stopped, and then once I was doing the audition, I was like, oh, well, no, I can't have to watch it.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I'm not a big fan of scary stuff.
I was going to say, it's really scary.
Yeah, it is. I'm not. It's hard for me to watch it, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
And you would have been quite young when it came out.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Was there anything, because obviously your scenes are not necessarily the same scenes that the other actors have shot. Was there anything in your scenes that was, particularly made you a little bit scared or anything like that? Or by that stage
well,
you're like,
when you're on set, it's not very scary because you see the cameras and everything happening, but one scene that was fun to shoot was the bunny rabbit scene.
Oh yeah.
But the fun thing was just a blue rolled up tape that was on the ground for the rabbit. Yeah, so
that they then sort of CGI. Yeah, wow.
Amazing. I was wondering because obviously I'm assuming everyone's up to date with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay, shut your ears. La, la, la. But because you're playing young Vecna, and it's Jamie Campbell, isn't it, who plays older Vecna, did you guys have to work together to find the same sort of persona?
So the fun thing is that I have never met Jamie before.
Really?
I have never met him, but I'm meeting him next weekend in Germany.
Oh wow!
Yeah, your first introduction, isn't it?
I'm gonna go up to him and say, "Thank you for playing my role so well. I'm the real Vecna," you know.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
So, did you film simultaneously though?
What?
Were you filming when Jamie was filming, or did you get to see what he'd done
No,
already?
we were filming around the same time,
Oh,
but I
wow.
just never quite got the chance to meet.
Different locations.
Yeah, no, it was the same looking, but every time we tried, he was going on set or I was going on set, so it was tough.
But I mean, the character feels very like Jamie grew from you, so the performance feels very similar in tone. So is that just completely through direction?
And fun thing is that the first 2 years I was shooting, I didn't know who I was playing. They never told me anything about my character or anything because they're so scared that something's gonna leak. So they didn't tell me anything until I started getting the 001 tattooed on my wrist.
And how long does that last when they put it on?
It's one of those wet sponges tattoo that you just like put on your
Oh
wrist.
really?
Yeah.
So every time you go in for makeup, they have to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. That is great.
What was the audition process like?
So I think my manager called me saying that I had an audition. So we did the first, we did audition, callback, and then I was unavailable. But honestly, it was just, I knew there were thousands of other kids auditioning for this role, so I had no idea I was going to get it. But like, here I am now, you know?
That, again, like, because it is now, like I said, it's the biggest show on the planet currently, but it's also like, every time someone comes into it, like, you're instantly becoming part of something so much bigger that you know, like, in 30 years' time, that fan base is still going to want to be at things like this. You already know it's going to outlast, like, so many decades. It's such
and
a
I'm
good
hoping,
show.
I feel like this is just the beginning. I'm telling myself that this is the beginning and I go up.
Amazing, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Because you're 12 when you get Stranger Things. So how did you? I'm generally fascinated by how like people when they're so young get into acting.
Yeah, so my parents are stunt people, so they do stunts for movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So I kind of got into acting in the movie industry because of them, and I've been doing it since.
Have you ever been tempted to go into the stunt?
I do stunts actually.
Yeah?
I've done a couple stunt jobs. My parents met in Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, wow.
So they do circus and stunts. So I've
France
always been
makes
doing.
sense now.
Yeah, I've always been doing that kind of acrobatic stuff. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Do you enjoy doing that?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's so much fun.
What's the best, I guess, trick? What's what are you
Skill?
most proud of?
Backflips, side flips, all those types
Wow.
of
I
flips.
really want to ask you to do it, but I also really don't want to get
If
into
that goes
yourself.
wrong, we never get hired again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not here because I don't want to get hurt before all this.
Yeah, please.
Just,
My instincts tell me to goad you into doing it. My brain says, do not do that, Matthew.
Yeah.
If, say, you were doing acting and you went into the circus, was that something you'd enjoy, do you think?
what?
Would you enjoy doing circus, do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean I've done circus before. I've done shows before.
Oh wow, so you've properly grown up with it?
Yeah. I mean we've been doing it our whole life. And,
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely bloody love when someone's got that behind
Yeah.
If you were going to grow up and do it, like just train, what would you want to do?
just like acting. I think this is the way to go for me right now. Acting and stunts.
Yeah, nice.
So would you like to get on an action film or?
I'd love to do an action too, but like something like Marvel or like a Spider-Man, like something.
Oh, yeah, because
like,
you had a tiny little cameo role in Loki.
Oh yeah, it was very tiny, tiny.
Bring back the French boy. That's what we.
Yeah.
Because Matt and I both know Kate Herron, who directed it.
Oh really?
And I don't know if you had Kate on the day that you were shooting.
I don't think so. No, but yeah, I got to meet Owen Wilson. I was on set that day. It was very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the sets on that as well.
Yeah, we filmed in this like old church in like a graveyard area. It was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
And was Owen Wilson nice?
Oh, he is. He's very nice. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what like you'd be like, oh, it's horrible.
Well, no. I mean, like a lot of actors, sometimes they're a little awkward or shy. But like most of the time they're very nice. They're talkative. They like to say hi. Some people just won't say hi to you. But no, all of them Muslims very nice.
Oh, good. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'd hate to find out all the Muslim nice. You couldn't imagine it.
No,
I can't
I
picture
mean-
it actually.
I mean, all those movies, Zoolander, all those it's hard to imagine them not being nice.
Yeah, it seems so chill.
Yeah.
So Marvel would be your dream job.
Well, yeah, getting like a Marvel movie, like a good, like actual, like superhero type thing, it would be incredible.
If you could play any superhero, it doesn't have to be Marvel, but any superhero.
Any
It could be
superhero.
one that already exists in a dream world. Or if you could make up a superhero.
I think honestly, I would play Iron Man, Thor, or Spider-Man. One of those three, because Spider-Man you can really relate to. It's just a normal kid that got superpowers and trying to go to high school. I think that's really cool that you can relate to his character.
Yeah, I can see you doing, especially acrobatic skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you doing that.
Oh yeah, I'm already invested. I want this to happen.
How's it work with because obviously you've got to put so much time into even just auditioning and then when you've got a role all the time to that. How is that whilst you're going to school and stuff?
So I'm homeschooled because we travel almost every single week. So it'd be impossible to go to like a normal public school. But yeah, I mean, we just homeschool.
That's good. That works.
Yeah.
That really works. I'll give you that. We are, by the way, going to let you guys have some questions.
Oh yeah.
Just,
I forgot about you guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Having a lovely time.
But yeah, straight in.
You got
Yeah,
Thomas with
brilliant.
a microphone here.
Hi, I wanted to know if you could spend a day in Hawkins, like engaged, like in a show with a character, what would you do? How would it go? Which places would you like to see?
With one character?
Yeah, just was your character or yourself as yourself in Hawkins?
Yeah, where would I go? I would go to that fort in the woods, you know, where we find Will and the old house, you know, and maybe the lab. I'd love to see that.
And I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
The old house is incredible. It's like a proper. I won't go into it now, but there's a whole history of the film about why that type of house is spooky, and that is like the ultimate type of house. It's like just incredible. Was that like was that a real house?
Oh yeah, it was really cool. And the funny thing is, after like a year shooting, they couldn't rent the house anymore, so they actually made a replica of the house on like in a stage. And it was so well made that I thought I was in the house when I was in there.
Wow.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I wouldn't even know how you'd start with those details.
And the funny thing is, when you look at that house and you look on the other side of the street, it shows like a playground and everything. But on the other side, it's just a normal neighborhood.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But it is the reason that they have those houses is before the Depression in America, those type of houses were the rich built at the end of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then when the Depression hit, they all became abandoned because people lost their money. And that's why it became the spooky house, because they were all dilapidated. So a lot of the streets in America have like one or two of those types of houses.
Yeah.
And they were the first to become dilapidated in the Depression, and that's why it is the spooky house.
Wow. Very cool.
It also, the show also ruined grandfather clocks for me. Can't be near them. No. Don't like that.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
It's weird because like you're saying like where would you go in the 80s, but you were what, 60s your era?
I think it was
Was it 50s or 60s your
Oh, my era was, I think it was 60s.
yeah. So you never got to have like a mullet or anything, did you?
No. I didn't have the Will haircut, you know, I didn't hold I just had the gel hair, you know.
lots of gel.
Yeah, lots of gel. Like concrete.
I know we anyone who just have a question, oh yeah, straight in.
How was it the first time on shooting?
On shooting the first time, actually I'll tell you the first week. The first week I went in to get my costume done so they can fit me, see my size. I got my hair and makeup done just so they can see how I am. And then I got to, one of the days I met Gaten for the first time. And when we went to lunch, he actually invited me to the table with all the other actors. So I got to spend my first week with Sadie, Caleb, Vin, Gaten, all those guys.
Oh, that's nice.
It was really nice. I felt really included and part of the group.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time when you hear about these shows, sometimes they don't even get to meet anyone else who's on the set until they do things like this.
Exactly.
So that's really nice to hear. Yeah.
I bet they're all really good as well, because obviously they've been through the same experience of coming onto a set, young actors and a lot of, just experienced actors who are just like, don't worry, we're going to make you comfortable because we've been through this. I think that's nice when you come into a show a bit later, because everyone's, even though like family, they know what you're about to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
But the cool thing is when you start like a show like Friends, for example, and you just do it for years and years and years, it becomes like a family, and it doesn't even feel like working anymore. It just feels like you're having a fun day with all your friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
And was there anything about, sorry, I just realised I needed to ask though, because obviously you weren't told a lot about your role or anything. Were there certain things that you found out about your character only when the show came out?
Oh yeah, what was it again? I know there was a thing, oh yeah, so I actually didn't, like I never saw Jamie and like how the evolution of my character actually went. So it went from, because I thought I was just going to be me to Vecna, you know, the monster. I never knew that Jamie was going to play his own character too, so it was very cool to see that progression.
It's really, I'd be fascinated on the casting process, because you and Jamie, like, you can see you growing up to look similar to Jamie.
Yeah,
like,
I know, they did a really good
yeah.
job casting, because we do look alike. So.
Is that quite weird to see?
Yeah, it is weird to see. Like, I'm wondering if that's what I'm going to look like when I'm in like my 20s or 30s.
If you end up looking like Jamie, you're not going to do too bad in life. Those cheekbones, come on.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be alright. We got a question down here.
Do you have a favorite partner on the show?
What?
Your favorite partner on the show?
Partner. Thing is, I didn't really get to film my scenes with the other kids, but I can't even call them kids anymore. They're like in their 20s. But no, well, I guess Gaten is the one I probably hung out the most with, or my family on the show. But it was awesome.
We got questions, by the way. We got one down here. Whilst we get to you, I really, because I know Stranger Things cast get asked this all the time now. Do you have a song that would be your song to get you away from Vecna?
Yesterday by the Beatles.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, big Beatles fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your era is right for that.
Yeah, era appropriate.
Yeah.
Nice.
How does it feel to be so famous suddenly at a young age like you?
Well, I don't think I'm famous. I wouldn't call myself famous. I'd say I'm popular at this moment, because famous is a big word. But at a young age, being recognized and everything, it's very new to me, and I'm just happy to meet you all.
Is that happening more and more in your life?
Yeah. I could be just walking to Chipotle, for example, and just see someone, and it's very fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever have someone talking to you and you see their eyes going, how do I know you? I know you.
I see. I have like a spidey sense now. I can tell, even if they're not looking at me, I can tell if they know me or not.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny. They say, do you play Baby Vecna?
Baby Vecna.
Baby Vecna,
They're like Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Amazing. You'll get a little doll soon and everything. I bet you do. I bet you have merch now, don't you?
What?
I bet there's like bobbleheads of you and stuff already.
Well, there is a Vecna little bobblehead, yeah. But I don't know. I haven't made merch yet. I haven't done the time.
It'll be out there. Don't you worry. It'll be out there.
There's been the series, the most recent series still ended with a little bit of like an almost like, is it over? Question mark.
Exactly.
Do you hope that this means that there could be more going on?
There's definitely a season 5 coming.
I mean, for you.
For me, I don't know if I'm going to be in the season 5. I'm hoping. I really want to go. But it's funny how they ended it. It's ended it with showing that big storm, and now we're all wondering what's going to happen to Hawkins. Who's going to be the bad guy of next season?
But there's going to be a time jump as well, isn't there? I think a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but.
I'll be reading. But they're now talking about obviously spin-offs and things like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you know spin-off of Henry Grill?
So I want Baby Becca.
Yeah.
Baby Becca, Baby
Like a
Becca.
60s Hawkins would be so cool.
But the thing is, like now that I've grown a little bit, I might not look the same, but I'm hoping I can still do the spin-off, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Is there anything else, just while Matt looks for any other questions, is there anything else you've been working on? Or have we got it?
Anyone got a
Yeah,
question?
right there. You wanna?
Come on, you can do it. Do you want to ask a question? Yeah, there's a microphone right behind you.
Hi.
Great outfit, by the way.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice
By
to
the way,
meet you.
you did an amazing
Thank
job
you,
this
thank you.
season. It's very awesome. I just want to, I don't know what questions are already asked. Yeah, what did you have to do to prepare for the role to really get into the Henry vibe?
Honestly, so Henry Creel is a very interesting character because he has so much mystery behind him. You don't know where he's coming from. Like you don't know if he's evil right away or if he's a nice person or he's confused. You know. I just acted like I'm trying to figure out who I am really. Because I'm figuring out that I have all these superpowers, I don't know, playing with spiders and stuff, so it's a very interesting character to play.
He plays with spiders, an acrobatic. You've got Spidey sense. I'm calling it. I think we need another Spider-Man.
Do the evil Spider-Man. There are some very cool spin-offs of Spider-Man. There's a really horrible one where, I won't go into detail, but he basically makes a web and eats Mary Jane. Just put it out there. There's a film. It's a very, very horrible Spider-Man.
Is there anything else that you've been working on that you can talk about since that, or is that just mainly dealing with?
I've been doing just a lot of conventions lately. I'm doing one in Germany next week. I'm doing Liverpool and France and so on. And I mean, right now for acting, I'm auditioning for stuff. I just did a Southwest commercial not too long ago. But yeah, I'm just auditioning.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to write the Spider-Man, another Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
They like having a lot of Spider-Man.
Well, they're doing Madam Web. Maybe you could chip in as one of the many Spider-Verse Spider-Man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah. Maybe there could be a Vecna Spider-Man.
Baby Spider, you know?
Baby Spider, yeah, there'll definitely be a baby Spider.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. It'll be great.
They don't go right on the back of the mummy spider. That's what they do, don't they?
Yeah. Just because when you're talking then about you don't know your character's evil or not, you just know it relates somehow.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a scene where you have the turn and it all is revealed, and you, spoilers, pretty much slaughter your family.
Yeah.
What's that like to film? Was that quite intense?
So yeah, we're sitting at the dinner scene and the lights start flickering, we start closing our eyes. And it was kind of fun because they cut it right when I closed my eyes, and after that they had to move totally all the cameras around and get a stunt person, because then when she drops on the table, it's a whole thing. She's like up in cables and she has like green screen on her arms so they can move her arms around.
Such a horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But yeah, it was a whole thing. That was probably the longest thing that took at least a couple weeks.
Wow.
Already a professional. Knows what he's doing. Have we got another question? We've got a few down here, and then we will have to let you go.
Sweet.
How did you feel after filming Stranger Things? You were going to meet a lot of them?
Sorry, do you speak French? Because we will understand in French.
Quand t'as fini le tournage de Stranger Things, comment tu te sentais? Genre, tu savais que ça allait prendre une tournure, que t'allais avoir beaucoup de fans, etc.
Bah en fait, après que j'ai fini Stranger Things, j'avais aucune idée que... Bah en fait, j'ai pensé, parce que mon rôle, quand même, c'est que 10 minutes et je parle même pas, du coup j'ai pensé que il n'y a rien à arriver quoi. Du coup, c'est vraiment incroyable, je suis ici en train de faire une convention avec tout le monde, je suis vraiment content.
I agree with all of that. So.
Yeah.
Me too. Were there any more questions down there, Thomas? We got time for one more. Who's going to do the last question? I made that really like, who's going to do the last
Last question.
Anyone want to take it?
No?
Oh, yeah. Is that Max's jacket, by the way? Is that Max's jacket? Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All yours. Last question.
Hi. What was the most fun memory from filming?
Fun memories. I'll give you two. So one of the days I was on set, I was doing my hair and makeup, and we got a tornado warning. Trust me, it's fun. It was really fun. We got a tornado warning, and it was quite far. So all the cast and crew had to go in this big warehouse for like a couple hours while it passes us. But and when we were in there, I got to hang out with Gaten and Mason, and I really got to bond with them. We played this game on a piece of paper. It's just a lot of fun, actually. And the second thing is that when I was doing my hair and makeup again, because I was just going through puberty, because I was 13, right? So I was starting to grow a little bit of a mustache. And actually, my first shave was there. So we were doing my hair, and she said, "You have a fuzz," and she started shaving. My mom was like, "Oh my God, that's his first shave," and she was like, "No way." And the funny thing is that all the boys that were the kids on Stranger Things all got their first shave in that trailer when they were kids. So I felt like part of the game, you know, getting up to shave.
It's like initiation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's really
Good last
nice.
question.
Yeah, great. We are unfortunately going to have to let you go. We've been given the wrap-up sign, but one, thank you for coming all the way to Belgium.
Thank you.
Two, thank you for stepping in onto our stage last minute. And three, and this is from you guys, I'm sure, give him some love, Raphael Luce. Yeah.